The item shop has been a staple in Fortnite since the start of its life with the very first item shop. But recently the shop has changed for the worse. For example, the shop used to be nice and small, had a few items, and it was nice and simple to understand. But now we have a massive shop to scroll through, which would be a good thing if it wasn't for the clutter. Now, a majority of this clutter comes from the new, well, not so new anymore, modes of Fortnite, Festival, Rocket Racing, and Lego. Now, the worst of this group is, of course, Festival. It seems like they always seem to find a way to stick a guitar or keyboard into new bundles, driving up the price. And if you don't want these items, then tough, because it'd be more expensive to not buy the instruments and just buy the stuff around it. Now, why is this a problem? I mean, it's cheaper to buy the instruments than not if you buy the bundle, but the thing is, people don't want these items and people don't use these items, and would rather just save a couple hundred V-Bucks when they buy the bundle than have these useless items that they will never use. And don't even get me started on jam tracks. 500 V-Bucks for a song in game, and the jam emotes aren't even that good. Now, Lego and cars aren't as bad though. Lego kits are not in the shop as often anymore, mainly because no one bought them, but when they were in the shop, they weren't thrown into bundles like the instruments, but they were very expensive. I mean, you could probably buy a whole real Lego set for the price of the in-game one, and they were not forced upon you. And cars, although still in the shop, if you want to buy a car, it is separate to everything else and not forced down your throat. Same with the shoes, although incredibly overpriced, are usually their own thing, and you're not forced to buy them, and they're not forced into bundles. But this brings us to the next thing, the back bling problem. See, when you used to buy a skin in Fortnite, you'd get the skin and back bling for 1,200 to 1,500 V-Bucks. Now you spend 1,500 V-Bucks for just the skin and a following 400 if you want the back bling, which is insane, especially compared to what used to be. But this is just Fortnite being greedy, because Fortnite seasons aren't even as good as they used to be anymore. From quality of live events and just the gameplay of the seasons in general, which should be much better considering they've got a higher budget with the price of these items, they're just worse and they're not as good, and they just seem to waste their money on bringing collabs which have these same issues over and over again in an endless cycle, which I believe will soon run out because people stop being willing to spend all this money on in-game items. I know I've already stopped buying item shop stuff as much anymore. So yeah, I think people are going to stop buying things from the shop if the prices keep going up. Because if we take a look at the Adventure Time bundle, this bundle is 3,800 V-Bucks. Now, I've never watched Adventure Time, but I'm sure there is not a lumpy space piano and a guitar. Now, there might be, but I doubt it. And 600 V-Bucks for a back bling, and 500 V-Bucks, 1,500 V-Bucks, sorry, for just the skin is insane. This is the only good one because it has a back bling as well. But look, the other ones don't have back blings. And 600 V-Bucks to buy the back bling itself. If you just want a skin and its back bling, 2,100 V-Bucks. That shouldn't be a thing. So yeah, that's what I think of the current state of the shop right now and where it will end up in the future. But let me know in the comments, what do you think of the shop and all that? And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.